Go now. 8, read.
54. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Slam, slam, slam. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 37. Check 37. Whip.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Warner from the gun. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and run with their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be second and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
On the set.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, Echo.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Watch the slap.
Operating from the gun, Warner looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
First down, Rams.
Set. 10 logo.
54. Yeah, let's get sandwich.
Deep grip.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hit it.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one.
Hey. High 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Yep.
54. set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On second down, Warner. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Set, ready. 30 base. Mike 91. Defense wins championships, baby.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 7-yard line. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 7-yard line. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
Hey, exit. Ready?
Now Warner. He's going deep for Brown. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 41. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
So right.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 10, Tuscan. Watch left. Time to go, night.
Stewart now, operating from the gun. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Thomas, the intended target. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. Dickerson, space to run past the 20. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Check 31. Hey, look.
Fair.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Right, 54.
Greystone Travis.
Check.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
I know you felt that.
And it's 3rd down.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Watch the screen.
Smith.
51 the mic.
Recon. 132 fighter.
What we got? 51 Mike. Mike 51. Down to lose 1.
Let's go.
From the gun, Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And an alley to run. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Wide, get wide. Get low, rest. Check.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go now. Henry. Mike 91. Check. Kill. Deuce.
Fancy footwork at midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
91 is the mark.
Stewart to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now a 1st down throw. Warner. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Back to the air on second down. Warner, he's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. The quick slant caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Watch left. He's time right there. We got 3.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Check, check, check.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stewart. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. First possession of the 3rd quarter. interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A give to the fullback on the dive. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 52. Back.
Yes.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
17. Saints 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throw left side complete. It's Chandler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Breeze. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Listen back. 54 is Mike. 54.
Go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He's scared. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Five.
Now Warner. This will be caught by Brown. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator. Hey, Delta.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Wildfield. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Defense.
To throw on 2nd down. Warner over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down.
Ready.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Five.
51 for Mike, boy. 51. Here it comes. 51, Mike. Mike 51. It's been a long day for you.
Operating from the gun. Warner looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now the try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Maximum score, Rams 24, Saints 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, zoom.
91 is the mark. Here we go. Check 91. 91 is the mark.
Hey, easy.
You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Here's Breeze to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You got 3 down.
Here we go.
Banjo.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Solo out there. Check down. 3 down.
You kill.
Watch twitch.
36. Tonight.
Breeze now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chandler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Joker. Pick the edge. Come.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
49. Check 49.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Check 91. 91 is the mark.
Stepping up, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hey, let's go.
Go.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
50 wants the mic, boys. 51.
Now.
Warner to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Three down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. It's Chandler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
At the Rams' 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end. Key to tight end. Hey.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He's back to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Watch two. Who that? Where'd he go?
To throw is Stewart, throwing on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Don't this way.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Let's go now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for L.A., it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.